Hey YouTube, it's Erin, and I would like to welcome you to My Luxury Closet 529, a place where not everything is luxurious, but a lot of it is luxurious to me, and here I like to share some of those luxuries with you. We'll cover handbags and jewelry and fashion and vacations when I get to go on them. Today's topic is going to be about Saint Laurent and the discontinuation of the Lulu as we know it. Yes, you heard that right. Another classic bites the dust. I'm really bummed about this because I have, 9 bags in this particular style. And when a style gets discontinued or revamped, it can tend to date the ones that you have in your collection if you have the old version. And so the old versions that I have are the toy Lulu, and this one already is outdated, but not by much, and I'll get into that here in a moment. And then the small Lulu. At one time, I also had 2 medium Lulus, but my current collection consists of 4 small Lulus and 1 toy Lulu. The Lulu by Saint Laurent is one of my favorite flap style bags. The one that I have, or actually all 4 that I have, are made out of calfskin leather. It is a smooth leather with a shiny finish. It feels really slick and smooth to the touch. It smells really good. It smelled really, really good when I got it, and the smell has dissipated since then. But it really took years for that to happen. I really only see one negative in terms of my opinion with this bag, and that is these pointy folded corners, because people tend to get corner wear on those pointy folded corners. I have not, but others have. The other area, now that I flip it around, that I could think of a way to improve it would be to add a back pocket. Lots of people love back pockets. For me, I don't need one, but I do use them when they're there occasionally. So I could see that that would be an advantage. However, I can see why they didn't do that with this bag. If you look, you can see the Y in the quilting for Yves Saint Laurent. And that's a pretty cool design feature, and I think it would be less impressive with a pocket over it. I also like how they put a seam right here, because when you open the bag, it bends at that seam rather than having an area like most flaps do that have wrinkles. This bag is a chain convertible flap bag, and it has grommets on the top. It has 2 on each side so that you can wear it on the shoulder or crossbody, and this one has the antique gold hardware. The new version of the Lulu is pretty different, really, and one of the things that I find very interesting is that the price is lower than that of this one. So this bag was $19.50 retail when I bought it, and then it went all the way up to, I think, $29.50. The most recent price was $26.50, which is insane. I don't know that I would have paid that, and I'm pretty sure that I paid less than $19.50 for all of mine. The new Lulu's price point is $2,600, so they revamped the bag and then came out with it at a lower price. Let's talk about the differences between this Lulu and the new one. So the new one is just ever so slightly wider by about 1/4 of an inch. And then the big difference is in the height. This bag is more square in shape. The new Lulu is more rectangular, and it is about 1.4 inches less tall than this one. It's also a little bit less deep too. So I do think that there's a good chance you're not going to fit as much into the new small Lulu as you can fit into the old one. The grommets are lined up the same way at the top, and so you can pull either the outer one or the inner one for 2 different crossbody lengths, or you can pull them both together to use it as a shoulder bag. I think that the newer ones flap goes down lower. If you look at it, there's less space at the bottom here between the points of the flap and the bottom of the bag. When you open them up, there's a big difference in how the chain attaches. The new one is connected only to the flap, but this version is connected to the bag as well. And the chains on this bag run really smoothly. They do on all 4 of my small Lulu bags. I have heard that with the Nikki bag, sometimes that's not the case when it's run through like it is here. When you look inside the new version of the small Lulu, as well as any of the new Lulus on Saint Laurent's webpage, you will notice that they do not have this center divider anymore. This center divider is a big reason why people do not like the small Lulu in the older version. But for me, I don't mind it. I find that it eliminates the need for some pouches because I have a slip pocket that zips here in the middle and a flat pocket here in the back. The newer version has the same flat pocket there in the back, and then it has a removable envelope style pouch and a mirror. And on top of that, it is leather lined. This one here is lined in fabric. Now, there are advantages and disadvantages to leather lined bags. I really like it if the flap is lined in leather because this area tends to get dirty on flat bags. So I like to have a wipeable leather that I can clean if I get fingerprints on it and that sort of thing. But for the interior, I kind of like this black fabric lining because it's not going to get scratched up by my small leather goods, my fingernails, that sort of thing. And the other advantage of having the fabric lining is it makes it lighter weight. I've had some leather lined bags, including the Louis Vuitton twist, and they can be very heavy. That said, the new Lulu may not be that heavy because it doesn't have the same kind of framework to it like the twist has. I've not seen the new Lulu in person, so I'm really just going off of the website description at this point. If you have, please let me know. Does it feel heavy to you? And if you have both versions, let me know if there's a difference in the weight. Certainly the newer version is a little smaller in dimensions, and that may negate any difference in weight that the leather lining would add. So with the dimensions of the new version of the Lulu being more rectangular, I think Saint Laurent's trying to capture the public's desire to have East-West style handbags. And for me, that's sort of a mistake because the more square shape of this bag is what makes it more unique. And so to me, I don't like that. I wish that they would have stuck with the original shape, although I do understand wanting to freshen the bag up. The other thing that I'd like to discuss would be the corners, the one negative that I have with this bag. And that I do believe that they have improved in the new version of the Lulu because they have made the corners rounded and have piping that goes around. And so that is the biggest improvement, in my opinion, of the new version versus this one. And for me, it's really the only improvement until I see the bag and understand it more. Another thing I do not like about the new version of the Lulu as much as I like about this one is that the new one is made of lambskin instead of calfskin. Personally, I like calfskin leather a little better because I think it's more durable. This is just based on personal experience. I feel like lambskin tends to get wrinkled and dented and scuffed a little easier than calfskin. I do have one other size of the old version of the Lulu, and that is the toy Lulu. The toy Lulu has been eliminated pretty much, but they have introduced the mini Lulu in the same material as the new small Lulu. Now, the mini Lulu is about the same width as this one. It is a little bit less deep and it is less tall. But it does not have the center dividers. And a lot of people feel like this bag just doesn't hold enough because of this center divider. Mine's the old version, so it does have a slip pocket there. I believe that the current Toy Lulu version, which you can still find on department store websites, and by the way, you can still find small Lulu and the medium on department store websites as well. But the current version of the Toy Lulu, I don't think it has this slip. I think it's just a divider. And to me, that is a waste because this at least offers some functionality other than subdividing the bag. But you can imagine that eliminating the divider would make this a lot more accepting of bigger items, and having it be small makes this back pocket really, really small. The new mini Lulu has a chain strap just like that on the small Lulu, except for there's only 2 grommets, making it only work as a long shoulder bag or a crossbody. Now, this version has a long shoulder strap as well. This is a Next Fashion chain. You can find Next Fashion's website down below, as well as a discount code to save you 20% off. My version of the toy Lulu, again, is the older version. The new version, which has been discontinued and is still available on some department store websites, has an adjustable strap. And mine is not adjustable, but it does have a detachable wristlet. So that was one feature that was eliminated in the last revision. Personally, I prefer the toy Lulu to the new mini Lulu because I like the leather strap being detachable and being able to attach whatever chain I want so I can wear the bag at whatever length I want. I also think that the square shape of this bag is very cute and different, much like I feel about its bigger cousins or relatives. Now, while I don't have the medium or the large Lulus, I do have the Lulu puffers in the small size. And what I can tell you is that by looking at the website, it appears that the new version of the medium Lulu, which is bigger than this one, is slightly smaller than the small Lulu puffer. And in terms of width and height, it is almost the same, but in terms of depth, it is about an inch less deep. So if you feel like the small Lulu puffer is a little bit too big for you, you might really like the medium Lulu because it's going to be pretty much this size except for a tad bit slimmer. And the Lulu puffers, just like the regular Lulus, have these pointy corners. And the new version of the Lulu, again, does not. It has the rounded corners. Regarding the convertible shoulder chain, I did want to show you that on the Lulu puffer, that not only does it have the grommets going through the flap, but it also goes through the bag right here. So once again, I feel like you're getting some support for that chain and the weight of the bag hanging from your body by looping the chain through the bag itself and not just through the flap. So to me, if I had to pick one thing about the new version of the Lulu that is the biggest drawback of all, it would be the chain only going through the flap. And the biggest drawback of the old version of the Lulu would be the pointy corners. What are your opinions about this new style? Do you like the new style better than the old style? Or are you going to try to find one of the old version before they're all gone? Like I said, they are available on department store websites. I can link some down below, but they are completely gone from the Saint Laurent website. Before filming this video, I had one of my lovely subscribers reach out to me and make me aware that the old version of the Lulu was gone from the Saint Laurent website. So thank you so much for reaching out. I always appreciate ideas, and this one got me thinking. I got up this morning and I saw that another YouTuber had done a video on this topic, and it is really good. So I'm going to link that video down below. You should definitely go check it out. She covered a lot of things that are different than what I talked about. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there is the same. It's the @ then myluxurycloset529. You can DM me there, or you can email me at myluxurycloset529@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.